Hello, my name is Talitha Nyenyezi. I'm the program supervisor for Seibo, Malawi. Greetings to everyone in Japan. At the moment, apart from the pandemic, the agricultural sector from Malawi is still being affected. We've been having low output over the years and the situation is still the same. This is due to dry spells and climate change. It is estimated about 2.6 million people will face hunger. They will not have enough until the next harvest. And in times of hunger, children are the most affected. Seibo's work is more essential than ever before. Working with children and their families is the most rewarding work in itself. Seibo provides that and even more, giving children access to opportunities that they would not have because of circumstances that they have at home. Imagine that a child who could not learn because they were hungry now is learning in classrooms happily because they're provided a meal, a breakfast meal every morning. Is something to look forward to, and now is able to go to school and learn happily with others. That is a joy on its own. Seibo's biggest challenge could be translated into 3 settings, since we have primary schools, nursery schools, and community-based care centers. For the primary schools, mainly it's the transporting and the stocking of Legonipala. This is so because with transportation, especially during rainy seasons, we have poor road networks, especially also in the schools that have poor storage areas. With Seibo, we do not have a central storage area up north, so every month we have to send about 23 to 25 tons to December, which is a distance of 600 kilometers. So this goes directly to the schools and they cannot keep stock for longer periods of time. So that is our main challenge, especially in primary schools. When we come to the nurseries, we usually depend on the enrollment of the nurseries. These are privately owned, and because we have had fluctuating numbers in the nurseries, it affects the 10% enrollment that we usually have for vulnerable kids to these nurseries. This has been a greatest challenge of ours. Also, the beneficiaries that we are enrolling in the schools, although we are providing them the meals as well as a place to learn, they still have struggles with finding clothes, being in a stable home, as well as getting the other main meals of the day. When we come to community-based care centers, these are run by communities, and the problems that we're meeting there is we have poor infrastructures, we have poor learning and play opportunities for these kids, as well as resources, as well as we rely much on volunteer caregivers who are barely supported by their communities. As such, we usually have changes periodically in the schools where caregivers keep on dropping out and we keep on finding new members who eventually drop out in the end as well. So these are the challenges that we've been facing as Seibo. With the pandemic, Seibo is also facing new challenges. We have a change in mode of delivery of our program. From the schools, now we are doing take-home ratios. And with the take-home ratios, we have doubled in our Legonipala, such that the costs have gone high. And if this continues, it's very concerning for us, and we just hope that it normalizes soon, but that is not known. The other problem with the pandemic are the restrictions that are there. Our work involves interacting with the children and communities as well. So with the sector restrictions that are there, it's affecting our work in that we are limited in how we do our work. But still we are managing. There are many stories that I could share about the kids that have gone through the Seibo program. But one of the stories that comes to mind and touches me a lot is that of Jordan Matimba, his sister Salome, and his mother Esther. When we met Jordan, he was a very sickly kid. He was underweight and he was non-responsive. The mother was very quiet, reserved, and really didn't believe in herself. But when Jordan started school, we could see that he was changing. He was picking up weight. The mother was so involved, and also she was very active in other areas as well. With programs that we had run to support even feeding at home, the mother was able to save up for business. She started her business apart from the piecework that she would do, and she's managed also to start building a home in their village, which is something that is really profound. Jordan is now in standard 1, and if you could see his grades, they're very great, and even the teachers are very happy with his progress that they had also to sponsor him for primary school as well. So this is one of the success stories of Seibo, and we're very proud that Jordan went through this program and we've given hope to his future. There are 3 things I would like you to know about Malawi. 1, its economy. It largely depends on the agricultural sector, which contributes 30% of the gross domestic product as well as foreign exchange earnings, such that any shocks in Malawian weather makes Malawi vulnerable. 2, it's about education. Early childhood education is the most under-prioritized in Malawi. 27% of children have access to early childhood education, and these kids are in the urban areas. In the rural areas where the vulnerable kids are, they do not have access to this education. Well, that is so, there is an initiative of community-based care centers in whose potential, given proper support, would be able to provide quality early childhood education services to these kids that were disadvantaged. The 3rd thing that I would like to share about Malawi is that vast numbers of children in Malawi are vulnerable. This is because of chronic poverty, neglect, abandonment, as well as orphanhood. And these children are the children that Seibo also works with, because they all fall in this category as well. Lastly, I would like to say thank you to all Seibo supporters in Japan for the great work that you are doing for us and the children in Malawi. We are very thankful. As we say in Malawi, Seko Mokwamili.